I guess just, first day back, getting a chance to see all these kids since, I guess, development camp in July. Just, I guess we'll start with Cal. Have you seen, he's put on some muscle over the summer. What did you see out of him today?
Yeah, I've seen Cal a few times. He came to town early. Obviously, you guys saw him skating here. So finally got that full summer of training. Missed so much last year with the shoulder injury, but put on weight, put on strength, looks confident out there. So, yeah, he's going to be exciting to watch this weekend and kind of springboard him into main camp.
Is there anything in particular that you're wanting to see out of, a prospect of his caliber that, has some NHL aspirations this weekend?
I don't think we pinpoint one thing, like in his game. It's just, you've seen confidence in him today out there playing in line with Oscar and Jason and carry that into the tournament. And then again, like I said, carry it into next week with the main camp. But seeing that size comes confidence, strength comes confidence, and kind of has the puck on the string out there. That's his game.
How does the organization look at the CHL rule with respect to Cal Ritchie and his development? Do you see challenges or benefits to this, and what decision has to be made coming soon?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's, Bowen Byron, we did the same thing a few years ago. He went back to Vancouver where, AHL would have been great for him. But we see it, like CHL, those are premier players. He's a premier player in the OHL, Cal is. It's kind of why there's player development guys, to make sure if they go back to junior that they're working on those pro habits and they're getting ready for the pro the next year. But the CHL is a great development league for players. So wherever he does end up, it's going to be a big year for him. And it's the rule is a rule, and I think it's a good one.
Oscar had his season cut short with shoulder surgery last year. I guess what are expectations coming into that, third pro year for him?
Yeah, obviously a high pick, and kind of has some games and experience in North America under him. So getting him in this tournament, he's kind of in the mode, whether he's in or not, being in his third year pro. But we were of the view that it was good for him to play in it and springboard him into next week. But there's high expectations there. He's an older guy in the tournament and has experience. So, push for a spot next week as well.
How much is this week and weekend for you guys about, driving home pro habits and behaving like a professional, coming from junior or college, whatever? How much of it is about that, and how much of it is about, what you guys just want to see purely on the ice?
Yeah, I think that's the advantage of having the AHL staff. They're used to dealing with the young players that come in, and having Aaron and his staff, Dan Hinote, Tim Branham, it's awesome having them. From last night, having a meeting at the hotel, just starting to preach, this is the way we do things, these are the habits we do. And we honestly started those in July at our development camp. That's what that's all about, is this is the way the Avalanche do things, this is the way the Eagles do things. So, we'll be teaching those as we go, and it's nice to have the Steinberg, Poland, Pavel, Ivan in there who have done it for a year, we've kind of matched some players together that they can learn from their peers, so that helps with the message. There's an evaluation part of it as well, but just getting everybody on the same page with the habits, the way we play is a big part of the weekend.
The Avs added Nick Pryor as the director of amateur scouting. Can you tell me a little bit about what he brings to the organization in that role and how it impacts the development of players moving forward?
Yeah, Nick, I've just got to know him the last couple of days, actually. We're at the same hotel and dinners and breakfasts together. So obviously he's had experience in other organizations, and it's always good to get a different viewpoint, a different method and evaluations and things like that. So excited to have him. I don't know much more than that. That wasn't really my world, but it seems really knowledgeable and has good experience in his short time doing it.
Are there any injuries going into this tournament? Players that might not appear in some games right away?
Sage Weinstein, he's got a lower body injury, so he's doubtful for the tournament, but nothing major. He skated this morning before the group, and should be not too long.
Because Dan Hinote's now with the Eagles. I guess are you guys excited to get him back in the organization? And he seems really excited about helping young players.
He's always excited. He's excited when he gets out of bed in the morning. So yeah, Dan and I go back a long time. Our first training camps, I believe we were the first or the same draft, '96. So training camps together. We played at Hershey together. So we've known each other since the mid '90s. But what an addition! that final step from American League to the NHL, like he is so perfect for that role. That forward group of who I just said, Steinberg, Pohl, and Pavel. It's just a breath of fresh air. But he knows the details that it takes to be in the NHL, having coached there the last few years, having been that player. So we're excited. Just catching up the last few days is awesome. But yeah, he's always excited, happy-go-lucky, but really knowledgeable in that. Getting those players over the hump to get there, but to stay there as well. So excited to have him.
Sean Barron's first year pro, first year at the rookie face-off. What's the biggest thing you can do to stand out at an event like this?
Yeah, Sean, it's exciting for those guys. As a college player, you don't get the NHL camps. You don't, like you say, rookie camps. Play his game. He's been on a big stage, national championships, high-pressure games. One of his best attributes is he's a gamer. He understands that. The bigger the stakes, the better he plays, and we saw it through his career. Just playing his game. He's a good partner to play with anybody. Playing with Zeev last year, playing his wrong side a lot. Like he's so adjustable in his game. He can play each role, whether it's a power play or penalty kills. So. He'll be, honestly, he's one of our leaders of our D-corps this week. And we have some older guys, but one of our leaders, and he'll for sure get a couple games. So excited to see I guess he got a little bit of a taste last year at the end of the year, but just his first full year pro is exciting for us.
You mentioned Ivan a minute ago. It's a kid who seems like every time we check in on him, he's taken another step and he's gotten a little bit better. I guess how have you seen his development since he entered the organization, and what are kind of your expectations for him this year?
Yeah, I think it's a great story. Coming in as an American League deal last year and standing out last year at the rookie tournament. And then the American League's not an easy league, especially he came in as a 21-year-old, but he got better. He got better every day. He gained more confidence from the coach, and then he earned that NHL deal. And then he's a player now that he's put himself in the picture for NHL time. So he's earned that, and then just continue to get better. His English is awesome. He's such an approachable kid, a coachable kid, and I looked at him the other day. He's big and strong. He's filled out physically, and you look at 23 to 24 for them to fully mature, but he's there already. So even in practice, you just notice him. He looks bigger and stronger already. So another exciting player for us in the tournament, and then I think he'll turn some heads next week as well.
Okay, good.